How can you accelerate your success and hit that first $1 million in your coaching and consulting business? Well, I want to walk you through 4 things so that you can. This video is all around helping you scale your coaching or consulting, maybe professional service business, to that 7-figure mark. So let's jump in. First of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ann Carden. I'm a top business growth strategist and a coach, and I work with coaches, consultants, professional entrepreneurs who are looking to really grow their business to 7 figures and beyond, but they want to do it working less. So I'm all about leverage, and I'm all about having more time and freedom in your business, not having a business where you are completely exhausted and burned out to make some money. So here's how you do it. The first step is what you did to get to 6 figures, or maybe even a couple of $100,000 in your business, will not be the same things that will take you to 7 figures. And so you need to realize that the strategies and the revenue model and everything that you have will have to shift. So the first question is your business even scalable, or are you maxing out on time? Are you working with as many clients as you can take? Because if your revenue model is not scalable, it's not likely your business will get to much higher of a place than it is right now. So you have to be able to leverage everything that you're doing when you're trying to get that 7-figure growth. So scalability is the first thing to look at. Do you have offers that are scalable so that you don't burn out, so that you don't max out on time, so that you can continue bringing in as much revenue as you want to bring in? This is the first thing that you look at. So when someone comes to me and they're stuck in the low 6 figures, the first thing I have to look at is their revenue model. What is it you're selling? How is it packaged? How is it priced? And even more importantly, how is it delivered? If you are delivering in a way that's not leveraged, well, again, you can't hit those bigger numbers. So redesign your revenue model. Now, I'm really walking you through my Expert in You $1 Million Accelerator method. And I hope that this makes it simple and breaks it down so that you can easily see where you might have gaps in your business. And by the way, if you want some help scaling your business to 7 figures, you want to work less, maybe you want that $1 million business working part-time, then book a call with me at acarden.com. I'll take a look at your business. We'll strategize and see how you can make that happen. Okay. Step number 2 is you have to revamp your marketing. So when you get started in your business and you're even getting to that first $100,000, $150,000, maybe even $200,000, you can do a lot of work that's organic. So you can go out on social media, you can go out and do some speaking, and you can find clients, and you can do all of those things. But when you are taking your business to new heights, you have to be able to keep your pipeline filled, and you have to generate more leads, and not just more leads, but more high quality leads. So in your marketing, when you revamp it, you want to be thinking both about the long-term game, building your brand in your business, and sustainability in your business, but you also need to make sales all the time, right? You want sales consistently coming in. And so this requires really a different process in your marketing that most people aren't aware of until they try to scale and they try to get into those bigger numbers. And so the strategies that you use to get to where you are right now will most likely not be the same strategies to get to those higher levels. And so you need to revamp your marketing. This means your message may have to level up. You may have to go after a better audience. This means you may have to run paid ads. You may have to change the messaging that you're putting out there. All of these things have to be looked at if you're looking to scale. So revamp your marketing. Now here's the other piece. You need a consistent and predictable system. If you don't have a consistent and predictable marketing system that can feed your business leads, can feed your business high quality prospects, and can always give you a pipeline that you can pull from to get business and get clients, well, your business can't grow. It's going to stop with you being the bottleneck because you're the one trying to do everything. You're out there trying to generate the leads one client at a time. This also might mean that you need to build a team with your system. So there's lots of ways to implement marketing systems into businesses, and it really comes down to what's going to be the right fit for you, what's going to work best for you, and what is going to attract the right people to you so that you can continue to grow your business. So all of these things are part of a great strategy, and then once you get the strategy mapped out and you get it working, it can become very rinse and repeat by putting in a system. And this can be automation, this can be building a small team, this can be using VAs, there's running paid ads. There are a lot of ways to ramp things up, but just know that, again, what you did to get to where you are not going to be the same things that will get you any further. So if you don't think like this, if you don't level up your mindset and get that $1 million mindset, then it's not likely your business is going to go there. Okay? So the third thing you need to look at is restructuring your sales system and your sales process. And you need a sales system. So again, this is going to vary for everyone depending on how they're growing their business and what they're doing. But when you are trying to get clients and you're just starting out and you're getting to that first $100,000, $200,000, maybe even $300,000, you can typically do a lot of sales. You can take most of the calls. You don't max out so much on time, especially if you're at that lower six figures. You still have time probably to do sales calls. And if you've been trying to outsource your sales calls, but you're not good at closing sales, well, you've probably found that that's a mistake as well. So as you're growing and as you're scaling and as you're now bringing in more leads, you may have to build a small sales team. Now, if you have a really high-end premium business like I teach my clients to do, then they may not have to bring on a salesperson. You might be able to do some of that yourself, but probably not as you start growing. Because here's the thing I want you to think about. To go to seven figures, you need to start thinking like a CEO instead of a coach or a consultant. See, it's a very different mindset. You'll make decisions differently. You'll hire differently. You'll do things in a different way. You'll take different actions if you're thinking like a CEO and not thinking like a coach. Now, does this mean you have to give up coaching and consulting? No, not at all. You don't. In fact, if you build your business the way I teach my clients to build their business, they still get to do the things they really love to do, but they also have a team that can carry the heavy load with the other things. But when you build a high-end premium business, you don't really need a big team. You can run with a very, very small, streamlined team, having a very streamlined business. And in my opinion, this is the best business because it's what I've been able to do and it's what I teach people. And I believe it is such a freedom model. All right. But you need to have a structured sales system. And you need to have a structured sales process. And the reason for that is because, again, you have to now start leveraging your time. You have to start thinking differently. So one thing that you want to have in place, whether you're doing sales calls or whether you have other people on your team doing sales calls, you still need a qualifying process in place so that you're not taking calls with anyone and everyone. You're only taking calls with people that are truly interested in working with you. Maybe they've already checked you out. They've looked at everything. They already believe that you're the person that can help them. And now you put them through a qualifying process. And this will mean that you're on calls with people that are decision makers. You're on calls with people that can genuinely buy from you and are interested in buying and they have this urgency to buy. Those are the sales calls you should be having. Your sales calls should be for people that have an urgency to buy right now. If someone books a call with me and they say, well, I'm thinking about it 6 months down the road, I don't take the call because you know what? A lot of things change in 6 months. My prices change in 6 months. What I might be doing evolves and changes in 6 months. And so that's a very outdated thing. And I'm not going to take calls where they're not even going to be taking any action right away. That's a waste of my time. And so again, you have to start looking at these things and you really have to leverage your time. All right. And then the fourth step is rev up your revenue. And this is where you really get to add more income streams to your business, but you want to do it in a way that it still leverages your time. It's still simplified. And a lot of people, this is where they go down a lot of rabbit holes. So they think, okay, I want to add more products. I want to add more offers. I want to add more services. But there's a big disconnect between a lot of those things. And now it's almost like you're running multiple businesses. And so that's not what I'm talking about when I'm talking about revving up your revenue. A perfect example of revving up your revenue and having multiple income streams would be, for example, what other services will your clients need and what complements what you do? So for example, when I was working with small business owners for many years, they needed systems and they needed websites and they needed marketing, people to do their marketing and people to run their ads and things like that. And I was a business coach. So I was in there helping them with all of the pieces of their business. But I built a network and a team of people that I trusted could deliver those other things that I knew my clients would need. And I was able to build revenue streams by referring those people to my clients. So there were so many benefits to this. First of all, I only partnered with people I trusted and I knew that they would deliver to my clients. So that was, my clients did not have to go out there and try to weed through a lot of people to try to figure out who's going to be the best fit. I could just refer that person to them and they could get done whatever they needed to get done. Maybe that was a system or maybe that was a website. So that was not only great from the standpoint of it saved them time, it saved them effort, and it saved them energy, but it was also someone that I truly trusted that could get the job done right. And part of scaling for people is finding the right people around them and finding the right people that can help them with the pieces that they need help with and trusting that that person will actually be able to do the job or deliver. So by being able to refer those people and those partnerships to my clients, I built a revenue stream because we had a revenue share, and then they were able to actually execute things faster and get things done faster in their business. So it helped with speed. The other thing that you can do is, for example, when I'm working with coaches and consultants, if they don't have a book and we want to really elevate their brand, get them speaking, building authority in their space or in their niche, and they don't have a book, well, one of the things that I do is I have a partnership with a company, and we can get that book done for them very, very quickly. We can also get them featured on the cover of a magazine. We can get them start elevating that brand. We can get press releases done for them so that when people are searching them or Googling them or looking at the outside perception, is this person good at what they do? They already now have a very well-established brand and they look like they're doing big things. Now, that's not something that I actually physically do. I have a partner that does all of that for my clients. But again, we share the revenue on that because we're partners for that. So it's a very natural fit. I'm not trying to sell my services 50 different ways. It's just when my clients come to me and they need that, then it is a natural upsell for them to be able to get that done. And so I have this in multiple ways. Someone wants to create a podcast and use their podcast for lead generation, which is what I teach, how to get clients through their podcast, how to get partnerships through their podcast. Well, then I have partnerships with people that can help them do all the back end work and all of the stuff. And then I just teach them the strategy and they get to do the fun stuff. They get to show up. They get to actually do the podcast and interview or guest on podcast. And they have a team of people that are doing the back end stuff. But again, it's people that I trust. It's people that I've already, I've either vetted and I've used or I am currently using. And so I share those resources with my clients. But on the other side of that, I also build revenue because again, those people are partnerships with me. And so that might be a referral fee. That might be a percentage. There's a lot of different ways that I have these partnerships structured. But it's created multiple revenue streams in my business, but I haven't had to work any harder to do that. Do you get where I'm going with this? So it's not about adding a lot of things, making more revenue, and then killing yourself. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about leverage here. And so you want to be able to build new revenue streams, rev up that revenue without it, again, doing more and taking more of your time and being more exhausting. The other thing is obviously building your team, automation. Those are all important pieces of being able to scale and rev up your revenue. And And that's how you get to the big numbers. That's where it's unlimited as to what you can build your business to. And then the other thing that I just want you to think about is your money mindset, because a lot of people think, I don't need $1 million business. No, maybe you don't need $1 million business, but I will tell you this. I've been broke, really broke, and that's where my first business started. It started out of financial hardship, and I'm now so blessed to have the life and the freedom and the financial freedom that I have in my life right now. And I will tell you, I will take this any day of the week, any day of the week. When you don't need money, when you have money, when you don't have to worry about money, and when you can give money because you have overflow, well, in my opinion, there's no better place to be in your life. And it's not all about money. I mean, you can make a bigger impact, and you can be more sustainable, and you can be around for a longer amount of time if you are making money, if you're highly successful. And so I want to get you to expand your mind. Maybe you don't need the $1 million, but imagine if you had the $1 million. Imagine if you became a millionaire because of your business. Imagine the impact that you could have to other people, the other people in your lives, to people that you don't even know. And imagine the impact you can have in your business and what you could really do and what you could really accomplish. So I hope this has been helpful. Let me know your thoughts. My 4-step expert in you method: redesign your revenue model so that you're leveraging your time, you're making more money working less. That's super important. Number 2 is revamp your marketing. What you did to get you to where you are not going to be the same strategies or message or any of those things to get you to those higher levels. Make sure you restructure your sales process and put a sales system in place so that, again, you're leveraging your time, you're closing more sales, you're getting more conversions, you're making more money. And then number 4 is rev up that revenue, because once you get to a place where things are now working and going, oh my gosh, you don't want to stop. Why would you want to stop, right? Especially if you're doing all of this part-time or maybe working 25 or 30 hours a week. Why would you not want to go to those big levels? And that's the kind of business model that I teach my clients, because again, I'm all about freedom. I travel a lot. I do a lot of great things in my life. I don't work my business full time, and you don't have to either when you build a high-end premium model like I help my clients build. So first of all, if you want to grow your business to that $1 million, if you want to get there, I have a $1 million Business Accelerator Mastermind Mentorship Program getting ready to start. I only have 5 spots, so it is a very small semi-private group, and the goal is to get you to 7 figures. I give you everything that you need, the strategies, the support, the guidance, everything that you need to do, and everything that you will need to get to 7 figures. So if you're interested in doing this in your business, you need to book a call with me right now to get into that $1 million Business Accelerator Mastermind Mentorship Program. Again, only a few spots available for that, 5 spots. Available for that. I only take 6 per group, so don't miss out. This is the time where halfway through the year, you could have the most fantastic 2023. It could blow your other years out of the water, and now it could set you up for even greater success in 2024. Just imagine what you could do if you could do this in your business. So book a call with me right now, acarden.com. Let's get you to 7 figures. You have an amazing day. God bless you. Bye-bye.